Oh, what about you? Robbie from Premier Lawns. This is a lawn that we killed off last year because it was covered in weed grasses. So we put a new lawn in, and guess what? It's covered in weed grasses again. Last year we had a really ugly lawn full of weed grasses. We killed it off. After killing it off, we removed the old lawn. We put down fresh grass seed, top dressed it and soiled it, levelled it, fed it, watered it, watched it grow. Can't believe it. My new lawn is covered in weed grasses. This video is going to be all about how we're going to fix it. Stick around. Now, I know some of you guys will be saying to me, Robbie, what's a weed grass? Is grass not all grass? A weed grass is, well, a definition of a weed is a plant in the wrong place at the wrong time. So for our case, we're just talking about weeds that are weed grasses that are in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what do I mean by that? This lawn is predominantly finer grasses, so whenever we have thicker grasses coming in, they're going to grow at a different rate and they're going to look a lot different to the other grasses in the lawn, and we define those as weeds. Now, there isn't any products in the UK that you can put onto your lawn to kill off grasses and leave the other grasses intact. So our options are pretty limited, but I'm going to show you a different way that we're going to really help stop the weeds from coming in. Alright guys, so the nice folks over at Milwaukee UK sent me a few different bits and bobs. They actually sponsor this channel, they help make a lot of these videos possible. So we're going to use this strimmer, we're going to strim around the outside, we're going to get the greens more, we're going to set it, I'm going to show you how we do the heights of cut, and then we're going to give the lawn a cut. So let's get on with that. Alright guys, now to set this mower, I've covered this before, it's pretty easy. You can adjust this, so we'll use a ruler, then we'll set this. So if we want to adjust the height on this, there's a screw here, and there's a hand screw here, but the machine's quite old and it seems to be missing off this side. Whatever you want to adjust the height, if you want to bring the height of the cut up, you would bring the front roller down. And whenever you want to lower the height, then the front roller comes up. So listen that off. And then we want to bring the rail down onto it, so that's a nice tight fit in there. And then we want to tighten this back up again, so that stops this from moving. A little bit of grass in the sole plate here would usually indicate either that'll be from two things. It's probably the mower isn't cutting the best on this side, or maybe the grass is a bit longer, but I would say that grass being along there would indicate that the sole plate isn't cutting. So we're going to take our A4 and we're going to bend it in half, and then we're going to put it in, see if it cuts it. This moves the blade, this moves the bottom. So whenever we turn this moves the bottom blade up and down. So then we just want to tighten those up again. All right guys, so as you can see, you don't have to travel too far whenever you start looking for the weed grasses. They are there now. 1 year's seed is 5 years weed. So we're going to do a quick thing. It can be quite slow to hand weed the lawn, but I'm going to show you the best way to do it. So we'll have some soil, we'll have our buckets, we'll have some grass seed. I have some of the coated grass seed from before, and then we're going to use a few different tools, maybe a couple of screwdrivers, a knife, see if we can prise the weed out. So I'll just get on with that now. We'll have a telltale sign of the little bit of grass, and you don't know if the camera picks up the thick grass. So now, the beauty about the knife is you can make a deep hole. Right, that's maybe a bit deep, but you want to create a deep enough hole that you're taking out a lot of the roots. Then also, whenever you're putting fresh grass seed in there, there's going to be enough depth in there for it to take.